berserk mode, man. This like high energy zing, like someone's getting close to wanting to say hello to me, and they watch these videos, they read these posts, but all the dudes and people around them, no, no, look at this instead, and they don't know what to do because these people are their friends, family, people they've hung out with for a long time. Something I've been trying to reiterate is a lot of these girls, take like Lady Gaga maybe. It's like if she was to invite me into her little clique or circle without even trying, I am going to kind of inadvertently show her the real thing. And it's not going to take her very long watching everybody else around her act and do the shifty eyes thing to realize maybe a lot of the anger and frustration she's been through since she's been a celebrity has been because people are using her for their own means. So there's one problem of this Rubik's Cube. I'm trying to simplify it, but it seems like the more simple I try to make it, like people like Emma Watson look up at the very drug addicts and people who are lying to her and go, what's he mean? Okay, so not so metaphorically, when I discovered a certain frequency, I had to make a choice. It was to live the rest of my life as a normal Peter Parker or become the radioactive spider that bites Peter Parker, turning him into Spider-Man. I have not bitten anybody. Okay? Thor's hammer. Only the chosen can lift it. Sword in the Stone, Excalibur. Nobody has done so. As I've been reiterating, all of these drug addicts did was camp 200 yards away from me, point at me from a distance, and say, yeah, us. Well, no, the entire time I've been playing my flute, blowing my trumpet, sword whipping, conjuring, spell writing, you name it, trying to get Natalie Portman to go, what's he mean? Oh, I just needed to put my hand on him. There's an art to picking up Thor's hammer. You kind of grab the handle. There's an art to pulling the sword from the stone, and that's to actually reach out, pull the sword from the stone. And Natalie Portman would have had it all. All of my IQ, all of my relentlessness, everything that I'm doing now, just trying to stave off this gossip fodder. That's all it really is. But she then would have been able to point and aim me at whatever she wanted. And trust me, I'm capable of a lot more than fucking blogging. So, where we're stuck is the fact that Natalie Portman ordered a Whopper, sat in line waiting for it, and before the Whopper got to her, a bunch of tweakers came bum rushing out of the bushes into the store. Said, no, you don't want this. Looking at each other all stupid. And you would think someone with a Harvard psychology degree would see it, but just like all the rest of these women do, the Whopper is like literally getting ready to be put on the counter and slid to them, and without even bothering to reach over, unwrap the wrapper, and look at the burger, they decide to eat maggots and shit out of the hands of a bunch of tweakers and then get held to it. Meanwhile, I got a giant fucking team out there helping that situation continue, and just the amount of satanic chaos that happened in that riverbed because the drug addicts were being ignored. Everybody hates that guy. Let's just do whatever the hell we want since nobody's even going to bother with us. They'll just blame it on him even though he was in jail when we did it. That's what they're counting on, ladies. You're watching this video and you've got one or two dudes in the background or pacing back and forth or acting all insecure and weird. The pattern. So now I've got to start dissecting the fact that maybe a lot of these girls are kind of just pure evil. They know the drug addicts in the riverbed are just a bunch of fake cockroaches. They're getting off on the fact that they're pulling off all kinds of satanic crime. They're getting off on the fact that I'm being martyred for it. And any girl that starts to figure it out, any girl whose light bulb starts to click on, they douse immediately. So all these girls, like say someone like Salma Hayek, shows up here and she's going over there, she's going over there, she's waiting over there, she's waiting over there. She's doing literally everything but sending somebody over to tap on my freaking hotel door with a cell phone. if she's trying to make that happen, the people she's sending are lying to her. Because some Hayek, she could literally have my nuts over her mantle if she wanted them. Nom 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 nom. So I don't know. Like I'm trying to reiterate. But it's everybody's just using this situation to ice skate through as much evil as they can because everybody's using me as the scapegoat for it. So it's so crunchy. There's so many different sides to it. I've got ex-girlfriends that hate me for what they did, even though I point blank told them I'll be sitting right here between 11:11 and 1:11 every night. Walk up to me and say hello. Hey, you stupid. Let's go over here. Ah, my asshole. I hate him. Literally. I know I seem like a dick, but the reason I just started spilling everything that was going on is because the more incognito I got, the more crafty I tried to get. It was almost like these people were trying to lure me into it. Trust us. Trust us. Just nonchalantly. We're going to nonchalantly help you. Judging all the chaos all around me, I went, and they all said, ah, he's stupid. He's the guy doing all the crime. Ah. So I said, oh no, trust us. Come here, trust us. And I said, ah. The Illuminati don't want smart people. He can talk about us all he wants, but the second he comes up, fuck you, fat ass. Fucking cowards, man. Doing that whole, like, insult me under your breath as I'm walking away, so I might turn and ask you, I don't know what you're talking about. You're an asshole, bro. So Emma Watson, I don't know, maybe you overheard a comment I said about you recently. Someone like Emma Watson. Babe, I'm sorry. What you did to me. You got this close to me and then you ran off giggling with a bunch of drug addicts. What the fuck do you think that would do to somebody? And then to turn around and realize what you did and to hurt and hate me for it anyway just to cover it up. Damn. So, I don't know. If you have been trying to nonchalantly help me and I've just been a total... There's reasons for it. There's reasons for it. Miss Swift, you've got to stop listening to everybody else. Been asking you for a conversation. That's how this whole thing started. I asked Angelina Jolie for a quick conversation to discuss metaphysical activities that I had been performing because my research was starting to bloom. A bunch of drug addicts jumped up and said, no, us. And that's where we've been stuck for 5 years. Guys like Brad Pitt shelling out buku bucks to keep it a secret. So maybe Brad Pitt doesn't even realize, dude, did you even for a second possibly consider that when you showed up to this town to do some recon and then left, right when you left, an exact double copy clone duplicate of yourself stepped out of a car dressed just like you, smoking the same cigar you were smoking, said, hey guys, one more thing. Bitch. Walk up to me and say hello. Oh, I guess he means go talk to all the tweakers and drug addicts who hate him for not being a tweaker drug addict. Oh. Brad Pitt doesn't work. All right, the entire cast of The Expendables. All of you show up locked and loaded, ready to fight me. What did they do? The exact same thing. I guess he means go talk to a bunch of tweaking drug addicts and not talk to him. That's literally what everybody's doing. To end this video and why I'm not budging, Tim Ross Cully was a drug addict in the early stages of this whole swine charade. During the course of a certain ugly incident, he gets shot in the face and dies. Early, one morning at dawn. The gunman gets mowed down by the cops like 20 minutes later, and I thought, hallelujah, finally, it's over. Angelina Jolie is going to see that I'm not the one who tripped her up. Somebody else burned her, and she's been helping those people. But no, literally, tall swine Adam then just hodgepodges a step to the right and takes on the persona of me being a bitch listening to drug addicts. And all of Hollywood didn't even blink an eye that Tim Coley, 4 inches shorter than me, turned into Tall Swine Adam, 6 inches taller than me, and Natalie Portman kept right on going with the swine charade, ignoring me asking her to say hello. Yeah, suspicious. Cat is suspicious. So, what would you do? 90% of you would go mass shooter like they tried to get me to do, so just so they can continue with the gun control thing. Satanics hate guns. And quick ticket to hell. But I'm not stopping, dude. I wanted noms. It's like the most basic, understandable thing to give a mad genius who wants to give you the Millennium Falcon. Fuck. The Air Force could probably handle it. Shit. Can't tell me on that base you ain't got giant rooms, exactly what I'm looking for. Pull off all the research in the world for you. And all I'm asking you for is like a Megan Fox type. So, keep going, I guess.